Hi friends, I am back in my car. I'm pretty much very unemployed. I went in for an interview yesterday and on top of that, he also said I am very much overeducated. The recommendation part really pissed me off a little. You can't teach me how to think and then tell me to just be content with not. A lot of positions they want you to have a certain educational background, but the whole time I'm what do I even want in life? I want to enjoy my unemployment for a couple more days. Yo, I've been typing away, guys. Back to the fact that I'm a yapper, I thought I can conclude the book in 100 pages. A lot of my thoughts are just they're not that serious. Any other tips? 我想一想，没有了。Your unemployed friend doesn't have much going on in her life right now, okay? Okay, so my logic is if everything falls apart. I think customer service is one of the hardest jobs you can take. I'm nosy and I like to look at analytics, okay? So as of right now, we have 2 crying videos out, okay? I think 人生其实很残的，我觉得我想慢慢来。我记什么? I don't know. One of them is biases, and I'm talking about a subconscious bias. It's not a very prominent bias or anything, but it's just something that I really care about. In that section of the book, I'm trying to get into detail as to how they form. I need to stop trying to collect certificates or degrees as a solution because it's never a solution. I think the empath in me is more of a weakness than a strength sometimes because I think the people that complain a lot, they're actually doing fine. I think the people that don't talk are the ones that need the most help. Oh, yoga moth. January of this year, I was sitting in the same parking lot with the same issues. Hi friends, I am back in my car. I'm at the library. In January, I was sitting in the same parking lot, so we're back at that. 怎么说呢？又回来了，又是同一个地方。So, as of right now, I'm very much unemployed. What I mean by unemployed is I still have a part-time job, but I work once a week, so I'm pretty much very unemployed. I went in for an interview yesterday and I'll cue the clips. Okay, so a yapper's gonna yap. Why do I need 2 recommendation letters? 为什么? I don't understand. So I had my interview, went okay. Okay, y'all ain't offering much, to be honest. Why do I have to give you 2 recommendation letters? We'll see. Keep you updated, I guess. 有可能. We'll see if I even want to give them the recommendation letters. 再说吧. I don't know. I just feel if you're not giving me any benefits and I'm not exactly interested in the job, and on top of that, he also said I am very much overeducated for this position. I don't know. I just feel if I'm not doing something I like, then what's the point? I think yes, experience is very important. I don't know. I'm willing to try things, but I think I need to give myself some time to see what other choices I have. I shouldn't really just jump the gun and take whatever job that takes me. And the recommendation part really pissed me off a little because why couldn't you put it on your listing? I like to be upfront about things. If you need those 2 recommendation letters, why do you have to wait until I literally do the phone interview and then go in person and then you're oh, give me 2 recommendation letters, not knowing if I get the job or not? I mean, the interview was fine. I'm a yapper, so I think I did fine on an interview. Who knows? 再找找吧. I want to enjoy my unemployment for a couple more days. Yo, I've been typing away, guys. Back to the fact that I'm a yapper, I thought I can conclude the book in 100 pages. But bro, when you start writing, there's just more thoughts. A lot of my thoughts are just they're not that serious. 怎么说呢? I feel they're worth thinking about, and a lot of the points that I want to go over in my book, they're just trying to figure out an answer to things that don't really have an answer. So it's taking me a little while. I don't know. I keep joking that the worst my mom can do is marry me off, but I don't think my mom would do that, even though she jokes about it. 真的有点可怕，吓死人了. You can't teach me how to think and then tell me to just be content with not. Does that make any sense? I don't know. I just be thinking a little too much. Sometimes yes, get a job, but then at the same time, I want to enjoy my job and I want to keep my job. So if I take up a position that I don't really enjoy and I'm not that interested, and also your benefits don't really have much to offer, I don't see myself staying there long term. We'll see. I'm just applying randomly. I interned in a gallery in Taiwan. It was really fun. Honestly, low-key, I would love to work in a museum. Dude, that's the other thing. Like, I feel like you really have to know what you want to do in life, which is like really funny because, especially like when you go into college, who knows what we want to do in life? A lot of positions, they want you to have a certain educational background, but like the whole time, I'm like, what do I even want in life? 慢慢的, I'm working on it. 然后还有什么？Any other tips? 我想一想，没有了。Your unemployed friend doesn't have much going on in her life right now, okay? Okay, so my logic is if everything falls apart, if I hit rock bottom, and low-key, this for me is a solid, like, it's there. How I was raised and stuff, I feel like, I don't know, in the Asian culture, I feel like you have to, in a sense, I don't know how to put it, like, if you don't have a job, like, you're considered, like, 没有用. I'm gonna spend some time and see if I can find an actual job aside from like restaurant business. Honestly, low-key, like I feel like that's the thing, right? Restaurant business doesn't look good on paper. I can write you a whole separate resume of like all the restaurant experience I have. I think customer service is one of the hardest jobs you can take because, bro, it really takes up all your patience. I feel like people don't get paid enough to be disrespected. It just takes one person to ruin your day, and it's really unfortunate that like some people just go to restaurants to like pick fights or something. But like, I mean, most people are nice, you know, but so like I get why everybody avoids this field if possible, but unfortunately, you know, it does pay. I ordered the wrong tea. I usually get honey green tea, and I just did regular green tea with like less sugar in it. It's not hitting the same. Also, I want to okay, I'm nosy and I like to look at analytics, okay? So, as of right now, we have 2 crying videos out, okay? The first one was me crying in California because I'm stupid and let's not talk about that. I'm still coming to terms about that, low-key. Like, my book is literally just like me trying to think through all of my issues. Anyways, that one, I think the majority of the viewers are female. The last one, like the one I literally just posted 2 days ago and it kind of popped off, was the one I was sitting in the park crying about, like, dropping out of my master's program. I don't know why. It's just weird. The majority of the viewers were male. Does that make any sense? I don't know. It's just interesting. I'm just like putting it out there. Back to the fact that 20s is such a confusing time, bro. Like, the start of 20, right now 20, and I feel like even like later 20 is gonna be so different too. There's just so many things happening all at once. Yeah, I just think it's funny. Oh my god, people are taking a stroll and I'm talking to my camera in my car. Please don't look at me. Let me not make eye contact, but they are walking this way. 我有点尴尬，真的. My friend said he was gonna visit me at the library, right? And I bought him tea, and low-key it's melted, so 他怎么这么慢? Okay, they walked the other way. Okay, I'm gonna flip the camera around. Don't mind my dirty window. But it's really pretty. 看. Okay. 是不是很好看? That was my little update. I think 人生其实很长的，我觉得我想慢慢来。我急什么? Like I don't know. I think it's the cultural aspect in me too. As a kid too, it was always like, okay, this and this and this. Like I don't know, you always have to be busy. But also, like, I do think, like, sometimes you have to go experience before you think, because thinking doesn't get you anywhere, doing does. But I think, see, back to I think I need some more time to, like, look at what my options are. I think I'm valid, whatever. I don't know, it's my life, so my decisions, 就这样吧，就, if this book is not done by the end of this year, I might have to fight myself. That's the one thing, like, I'm so bad with, like, deadlines. So I'm good with deadlines if someone else gives it to me. I'm bad with deadlines when I give them to myself, because I have the ability to move that deadline. And honestly, like, low-key, this book, it's time to wrap it up. I started writing in college, and I think for the most part, I have grounded my opinions to a point that I'm, like, pretty, like, set on what I want to say. Dude, oh my god, writing is so hard, because, like, the more I write, the more I want to write. And then also, like, my head, it jumps around, so, like, you know, how people write in chronological order? Absolutely not. My book is all in essay formats. It's not even chapters. It's just essay, essay, essay. I think they connect for the most part. Okay, so on my computer, it's saved as 3 different docs because I was like, okay, the main theme for this one, the main theme for this one. So like one of them is biases, and I'm talking about like a subconscious bias. It's not like a very prominent bias or anything, but it's just like something that I really care about. In that section of the book, I'm like trying to get into detail as to how they form, how it formed for me, and where I think the experiences led me to have these subconscious biases, and like I'm really trying to like analyze that problem, even though it's not really a problem, but then I think it is a problem, so like, you know. And then for the second part, I think the way I grew up, like relationships and like the romantic aspect, I am unpacking in the second section. I remember breaking it into 3 sections, but I don't really remember the third one. But anyways, it's like a kind of like an autobiography in type, but I want it for this decade, so I'm gonna get it out. If I don't say that this book is done by the end of this year, we might have to throw hands. We have September, October, November, December. 4 months. Do you think I can? I don't know, but I've been hard at work, guys. I have been writing every chance I get. Also because, okay, so the job that I interviewed for was like a legal secretary. And like, after that, I just started looking into like paralegal certificates. And I was like, wait, what am I doing? I need to stop getting myself down into like other rabbit holes. Like every time I have a problem, I need to stop trying to collect certificates or degrees as a solution, because it's never a solution. That's something I noticed, so I reframed. No, my hair is so dead. I hate this color. I really want to chop it off. Like, I'm tired of dead hair. 真的很无语. I dyed this like dark brown so many times, and it just fades so easily, so I just gave up. 我觉得人生还是开心一点。真的，你不要烦恼那么多。我觉得 your time will come. I like to be logical, but also I think I'm delusional because like I keep saying to myself like it will figure itself out. To an extent. Like I feel like back to the fact that I think if you treat the world nicely, the world does the same. For the most part. But also it's quite sad to see that like really nice people kind of have to deal with so much, and it's like 很可怜. Yeah, that's the other thing. The empath in me is not really like, I think the empath in me is more of a weakness than a strength sometimes, because I consider way too much. Like sometimes I'm just like, who cares? Just go do it. But then I care. And then there's a lot of things that I won't do. 怎么办呢？不知道，我真的不知道。I'm not gonna sleep tonight. I don't know, I think like at the core of it, maybe it's just lazy. What am I? That's the other thing. Like, am I lazy, or am I just... I keep telling myself that it's because I want more, but then at the same time, like, you know, it scares me. It scares me that like I can't just, you know, stick to one thing to an extent, because like there's no sense of stability there. But then at the same time, like, you know, stability is whatever you give yourself at this rate. Like layoffs and stuff, like that's not, you know, nothing's really stable in life, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know if everybody likes to hear me talk. Like sometimes I rant to my friends. Okay, so I think like that's the other thing. This is why people go to therapy, because like 怎么说，我觉得 there's a lot of things in life that I feel like normal people need a outlet to rant. I think complaining about certain stuff and like letting negative stuff out helps people. So I think the people that complain a lot, they're actually doing fine. I think the people that don't talk are the ones that need the most help. But I don't think anyone is obligated to listen to you rant. And that is totally fine. But sometimes I feel like, you know, when you're friends, like I don't know if my friends are, you know, if they don't like to listen to me rant, because like I just be talking to talk, like, you know, if it's like affecting anyone's emotions, I can definitely like shush. Like I don't need to talk. The only reason why like I rant about my problems is because like I think if I rant about my problems, then you should too. Like, you know, I think that's what friends are for. You can tell me your problems, even though I can't solve it, but like, I'll listen to it, don't worry. I'll fight the world for you, but I'm only 5 feet tall, so like I can't really fight the world for you, you know. Your life experience at the end of the day is still your life experience, and you are the only one technically who has the ability to solve that problem. And I think I stand by, life only throws you problems that you can solve. So yeah, it's just gonna take some time. I don't know, hang in there, everybody. There's this couple that has been walking in circles. Like, I've seen them like 4 or 5 times now. Like, me too. Get the steps in. Oh, you'll come off. I have my sunroof open. Please don't fly in. This low-key scares me. I think I'm gonna move. January of this year, I was sitting in the same parking lot with the same issues. Back to stage 1. Again. Can you help them? Let's refresh. Let's turn the page. Okay, have a great day. Bye-bye.